My biggest health regret isn't that I let myself get to 325 pounds. It's that I actually lost 100 pounds because I did. I did it. I went from 325 all the way down to 225, 100 pounds gone. And then pain, surgeries, inactive, just sitting around trying to heal. Um, and honestly, just some bad decisions on my part. I'll own it. They just started creeping back into my life. And I gained about 60 pounds back. Um, yeah, today I just want to talk about what happened, what I've learned from it, and most importantly, what I'm doing about it right now. Welcome. My name is Matt. If you're new here, this is my channel. I'm glad you're here. If you're returning, also glad you're back. This channel's just about health, fitness, lifestyle, and really my journey of just rebuilding myself after everything my body's been through. And this is one of the more difficult parts for me of that story. At my heaviest, I was right around 325 pounds. Eventually, I decided something had to change. And over time, I got myself all the way down to 225. It took about a year. Think about that. 100 pounds gone. I had already proven to myself that I can do it. And if I can do it once, I'm going to do it again here. So keep that in mind. I felt better, really good. I moved better. My clothes fit way better and just differently than they do now. I had more confidence, and probably most importantly, I knew I was doing something good for my health. But there was one problem that I was dealing with nonstop, and it was my knee. Years earlier, 2017, I had a serious motorcycle accident. A tremendous amount of damage really to my leg. Broke my tibia, my left tibia in half vertically. Eventually, the pain just became part of my everyday life. It just was there all the time. And leading up to having the hardware removed this past February 2026 from my leg, and eventually having this knee replacement, things got really hard and difficult, and that's the reason I gained 60 pounds back here. When you're hurting all the time, really, it's amazing how quickly your activity level and just what you do each day just kind of disappears and dissipates. You don't want to walk. You don't want to exercise. Sometimes you don't even really want to get off the couch or get out of bed or whatever. And that's basically where I found myself for a while until I got this knee replacement. I was moving less, laying around more. It just hurt so bad, the arthritis that I had. Obviously burning fewer calories every day. And my eating wasn't, it just wasn't how I should have been eating, with the less activity that I've been doing or I was doing. So little by little, the weight started coming back like it does. 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds. Eventually, it ended up being about 60 pounds. I when I first started this new 100-pound challenge here, it was 288 when I, got started. So that was a couple weeks back here. But like I said, I've done it before. I want to do it again. If the process works. It's just a long road, whole year. Looking back, I wish I could tell you guys a different version, but I, for myself anyway. But don't give up everything you worked for just because you can't do everything you used to do. I should have done different and ate better and all that, but here I am, and we're gonna do it again. I was exercising; it just hurt so bad. I felt like I was gaining nothing. I was going nowhere. Was getting strength back in my knee, and it just wasn't the right way to go about everything. So I had to go to the surgeon and figure all that out. But that's the part I regret. I wish I could have done it different. Wish I would have fought harder to maintain my weight, and keep it off, keep it 225. But it's hard keeping that 100 pounds off, and I'm gonna keep going though this time and do the thing. And right now I really have two choices. I can sit here, beat myself up over it, gain that weight back, or I can use that frustration as fuel, And really, I'm going to use it as fuel because what else is there, right? I've already lost the 100 pounds once, and that means something. I know I can do it. I know you can do it. We all can do it. We can all lose the weight together. It's just consistency every day doing the thing. And now I'm so happy about it. I got a new knee now, and I am able to start finally regaining my, strength that I lost. My quad was gone. I barely could move, my leg. It was just really bad. A lot of muscle went away, and I'm gaining it back now in the gym, and I'm doing the thing. I'm becoming more active, and I'm paying attention to what I'm eating. I don't want to eat junk no more, and I think that's a big deal. It's a big deal. I'm trying to, just do the right thing. I'm not trying to become a, professional athlete or nothing like that. I'm not going to be some football star or anything, and I know that, and that's fine. But I am going to be a healthier father and just a healthier version of myself. God gave me this body, and I want to be the best version that I can be. Why am I wasting my life, with eating bad and doing all the wrong things? It just doesn't make sense. And this time around, I'm looking at things a little differently. Of course, I want the weight off, but I also want the strength back in my leg and my knee, and I want endurance to be able to hopefully get up to doing like 5 to 10 miles a day is my goal. Is at least 5, and closer to 10 would be wonderful, be able to walk that and do the thing. I just want my mobility. I lost it for so long, and I could only work like 3-hour days before this knee, and just really, really bad, just hurt so bad. And I want to be able to just go and walk further and just be able to do the thing, go on walks with my kids. They love riding their bikes, and I can walk behind them and whatever, as long as dad can see you, right? Well, I want that. I want to be able to do it. And I don't want to just sit around and do nothing like I was before this knee surgery. It was so painful. I had to do that, It was just really bad. And maybe somebody here watching, needs to hear this. Maybe you've lost 20 pounds or 50 pounds or even 100 pounds like I did. And it can be incredibly discouraging because you've already climbed the mountain, you already did it once. Now you're standing at the bottom looking back up, and it's like, again? Really? Well, sometimes you got to climb the mountain twice. You already did it once. Let's do it again. We can do it together. It's just another thing we got to do. It's not fun, but what else are we going to do? Get busy living or get busy dying. We got to live. We're here. We're doing it. The way to the top. There's a way up there. You already did it once. You already lost the weight. That's how I was. I know I can do this again, and I'm going to. It's just a matter of when, and hopefully it's a year. Maybe it's less. Maybe it's a little more. But, consistency is going to pay off. Your previous success didn't disappear just because you had a setback. You did it. People saw it. I know my brother-in-law saw it. Every time I seen him, he's, man, you're losing more weight. Oh, you look so good, and whatever. It was just really good to hear. And the feeling, like, it's like, wow, I'm doing the thing. And then a setback happens, and it's like, oh, okay, here we are again. So yeah, what are you going to do, right? Gaining roughly 60 pounds back after losing the 100 pounds. That's one of my biggest regrets, as far as health goes. And I wish it wouldn't have happened. I wish, a lot of things, but I can't go backwards. It's only forward here. I wish I had done different. I wish I would have kept that weight off and ate better and stayed at 225. Even if I would have gained a couple, 10, 15 pounds, it would have been a lot easier to lose than I am right now. And it's frustrating. And I know you guys have been there too. Those of you watching, I'm sure. And this is what this channel is for. I'm going to document my setbacks. I want to hear about yours. Leave it in the comments. Good days, bad days, the weight loss, the workouts. I'm going to document my knee replacement recovery. It's going well. I see the doctor on Monday for my 12th week checkup, which I'll be happy to say. I think he's going to say it's doing well. I think. I don't know. Hopefully. And, I'm just going to document everything along the way that happens here, and just, it's just my story. And I hope, I can encourage somebody, and I hope that, you guys are just encouraged by what I've been through and what I'm coming through. But yeah, if you're trying to lose weight, if you're recovering from a knee replacement, coming back from an injury, or, you're just simply trying to get your health back and get your life back, subscribe, come along this journey with me. I'm not stopping. What am I going to do? Stop? Die? Whatever? No, I'm going to keep going. And I think we can help each other along the way. Comment, subscribe, all those things. Just let's communicate. Let's talk about this. And eventually I'm going to do some lives and jump on there. But yeah, I just want to try to help people, try to help, encourage. And, it's hard. And I've been there. I can relate. I know it's hard. We're going to see exactly how far I can take this, and how far you guys can take it. Let's do this together. And if you're, if you're in a situation where it's hard too, I think we can really help each other out. Because I know I'm not the only one that's been here. I'm not the only one that's went through this. no way. There's always a setback in life, and I will say, if this happens again, I'm gonna do it different. Kind of like COVID, right? Gonna do it different if it happens again. I'm not gonna do that again. But I think most of you know what I'm saying there. And maybe maybe we can make it they come back together here. Just make it all come together and really just have a fun time doing it. Really, I just want to be able to be an encouragement. Really, um, that's all I got today. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Please like, subscribe, all those good things. It really helps the channel, and I'm not going nowhere. You might as well subscribe and watch it, right? Take care.